Hey, this is Kelvin. I wanted to talk about the Machine Head Slaughter The Martour show that I went to. I went to the Albuquerque show on Thursday night, February 22nd, and I was really excited to see Machine Head because it's the first time I seen him in 4 years. The last Machine Head show I went to was the Burn My Eyes tour in Phoenix, which at the time I broke my foot and like halfway through the show, so I didn't even get a chance to finish the Machine Head show. And I didn't catch him last summer when they did the Of Kingdom and Crown tour. So yeah, I was really excited to check him out, and also I was really excited to see that Orbit Culture was on the lineup. They're a band from Sweden, and yeah, they put out one of my favorite albums of last year, Descent. So yeah, for those two reasons, I really wanted to check it out. And then the other bands, Gates to Hell, not too familiar with them. And then Fear Factory, they came back with a whole new lineup, new vocalists, Milo, Silvestro. And so it was really cool to see them. I've never seen them before, which, so really cool, sick lineup. I'm just going to show a couple of video clips of the bands and, just talk about each band. And then, I'll just kind of show off some of the stuff I got from the show. But yeah, check it out. So I left the Window Rock Fort Defiance area around 4:30, so you can see the sun's out. Then got into Albuquerque just around 7 p.m. and then got to the venue, the Sunshine Theater, around 7:15. So I entered just as Orbit Culture started their set. Here's a look at some of the merch. Machine Head, Fear Factory, Gates to Hell with the sweet Mortal Kombat shirt, and then Orbit Culture way at the end. First band up here, we got Gates to Hell from Louisville, Kentucky. They're hardcore-inspired death metal. I'm familiar with them. They were on the Maggot Stomp record label, recently signed to Nuclear Blast. So my brother recorded some clips for me since I showed up late. I didn't get there until Orbit Culture started, so check them out. Next up, Orbit Culture from Sweden. They're one of the main reasons I wanted to check out this tour. So if you're not familiar with Orbit Culture, they are from Sweden. They're like a melodic death metal with some industrial influences. They released 4 albums. Their most recent album, Descent, in 2023 was one of my favorite albums of the year. They just remind me of bands like Soilwork, Dark Tranquillity, and with like some Lamb of God and maybe some Rammstein. Really fun band. They played a lot of songs off the Descent album and a few off some of their older albums. Check them out. After Orbit Culture, we got Fear Factory, legendary band. They reformed not too long ago with a new vocalist, basically brand new band except for Dino Cazares. I was really surprised by their new vocalist Milo Silvestro, how he sounds almost exactly like Burton C. Bell. Yeah, they did a lot of tracks off, Obsolete, Demanufacture, a couple new songs I wasn't too familiar with. But Archetype, I think came out in 2005, one of my favorite Fear Factory albums. They did a song, Slave Labor, which is fucking sick. Great set overall, my first time seeing them. And finally, we have Machine Head finishing out the night. Machine Head, legendary groove thrash metal band fronted by Rob Flynn. They've released classic albums such as Burn My Eyes, Through the Ashes of Empire, The Blackening, which is my personal favorite. So similar to Fear Factory situation, Machine Head is basically a one-man band with kind of like a revolving door of musicians, filling in on albums and tours. But I'm fine with that. I mean, Rob Flynn's the creative mind behind the band, and their last album, Kingdom Crown, was a huge improvement on Catharsis, which was probably one of their worst albums. The set list spanned the entire Machine Head catalog except for Catharsis. But it was a high energy set. They started with you can see here Imperium, and then it went right into Tent to Unhammer. It was an amazing set. They did 2 songs off The Blackening, Aesthetics of Hate, and Halo. Halo was the finisher. And they did 2 songs off the latest album of Kingdom and Crown, Choke on the Ashes of Your Hate, and Slaughter The Martour. Amazing set overall. They're a groove band, so they got the band. They got the fans, just jumping, moshing, and just banging heads. It was an amazing set. I was really glad to be there, and I'm really hoping that Orbit Culture kind of step up and do a headliner, maybe this year or next year. But check out this performance by Machine Head. So as you can see, I'm a big Machine Head fan. I first got into Machine Head like in I think in '99 when The Burning Red came out. The song From the Stay was like really big on the radio and MTV. So that's kind of when I got into them, and then kind of retraced their albums and Burn My Eyes. I have the vinyl here of Burn My Eyes. It's actually the re-recorded Burn My Eyes. But yeah, that's classic album. But I gotta say my favorite Machine Head album is The Blackening. You can see I got this wall flag right here. This came out in 2007, and it's just a classic like US metal album. And honestly, I don't even know how many times I've bought the album like over and over again. I got the CD, I would lose it, get it again, and then they released it on vinyl a few years ago, so I had to have that. I'm pretty sure in 2027, in 3 more years, they'll probably do like a 20-year anniversary of The Blackening, so can't wait to see that. I actually saw them on the Blackening tour. It was Machine Head and Arch Enemy, 2007. So I'm sure that 20-year anniversary tour is going to be coming up soon. And their last few albums, Unto the Locust, I really dug that. Actually, this album, I just like re-listened to this, The Bloodstone and Diamonds. This is really fucking good. This came out in 2014, and I think this has the same lineup as the Blackening, and so I think they were still like writing quality material for this album. So if you haven't heard this, definitely probably one of the best Machine Head albums to come out in the last, along with The Blackening and Unto the Locust. And then this steaming piece of shit, Catharsis. I think what was going on was this 2018. Rob Flynn just took it upon himself to write this whole album and wasn't letting the guys participate in the writing of the album. And I think that pissed off the members, Dave McClain, Adam Deuce, and their guitarist, forget his name. Oh, here we go, Phil Demmel. So that pissed off those guys, and then they all left the band, and then Rob Flynn just like hired a bunch of new guys to play for him. So it's essentially like a Rob Flynn solo band at this point. But I got to say, their last album, Of Kingdom and Crown, came out in 2022. Was a much approved upon Machine Head. So this was really good. As far as the show, Machine Head, they played pretty much material from all their albums except this one, Catharsis. It was a pretty well balanced set list. They only did 2 songs, I think, from the new album, Slaughter the Martour and Choke on the Ashes of Your Hate. So this album wasn't very well represented, but 2 songs is good. I mean, compared to all the other classic songs that they got. They did 2 songs from Blackening, Aesthetics of Hate and Halo. Halo was the finisher. I thought Davidian would be the finisher because I think that they always finish their sets with Davidian. It was amazing. It was a packed crowd. I had a hard time getting a good view of the show. I stood in front of Orbit Culture's merch table, and I got a merch from them. Got their tour shirt. So Orbit Culture, one of the bigger the big bands I want to see. And then I got the tour shirt for Machine Head. I got the tour flag, which is cool because it has I don't know if you can see, but they got Fear Factory, Orbit Culture, and Gates to Hell on that flag. I was really excited to see this tour when they announced it, and all the bands killed it. I missed Gates to Hell, which is fine. I'm not too familiar. I've heard a couple of their songs online, and they remind me of Hatebreed, kind of like hardcore inspired death metal. But overall, sick show. I think the tour just ended, so yeah, hopefully you got a chance to check it out. Yeah, can't wait to see Orbiculture again. Hopefully they, do a full headline in the U.S. That would be sick. But yeah, thanks for checking this out. Yeah, I'll try to do some more of these when the next show I attend. Yeah, thanks.